Hi, sir. Good night.
I love to sit a moment with you, but I would like to say something. 2 days ago, I got the result of an examination again of my body, and one metastasis in the liver is growing actually. It's quite big now, and maybe something can be done or not, but just to, I know there's silence and there is, of course, in the system a lot of, just to have a moment of presence, please.
Yeah, thanks for speaking it so clearly, Vedanta. And just no special way to be. You're just here and you've got this news in your system is digesting it. You just let whatever's here be here. Make it. It's okay. It's welcome. what happens to the sense of presence?
For me, it feels like I hope that something is relaxing, and
Yeah, just dropping. Yeah.
Yes, it feels like the love from coming in, just going behind this energy of being triggered, or so something like so that it feels like to me, and it's just
and
being
how's that?
whole. Oh, beautiful! Just being whole in it, yes, and.
What will happen will happen. We don't know.
Yes.
That's the whole thing.
I know. Yeah. The only thing is sometimes that it can become a concept that, because of that, it is beautiful to sit with you. That it becomes connected and being authentically whole, and not that I speak to myself. We all will die, or something like this. And. This is a difference.
It's not intellectual. It's just like, okay, you are.
Yes.
This is your life right now. This moment.
Yes. And really,
of course, you'll take whatever care you can. You'll have to get information and see what next steps are.
Yes.
But might as well be quiet in the process, whatever's going on.
Yeah. But it's good to have this connection again. And yes, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Evangelia.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, first of all, I was very touched by Vedanta somehow. It's just beautiful to see something. I have no words, but it was so brave.
For me, I don't see it as bravery. I see it more as clarity. It's like all we have is this moment. So it's like, if the interest is to meet this moment as the beloved, there's nothing to do with bravery. It just has to do with that love.
Yeah, actually, I meant this absolute point. This decisiveness to see the priorities in such a difficult situation.
Exactly. And that's clarity.
Yeah, I agree. No buts.
Yeah. And it's inspiring. You can see. You see it. If someone's living like that. Oh, yeah. us.
And I just want to sit with you, but I also, I don't know, I feel so lucky, or I don't know how to say it, like there is this space here and it's just like a story, like a fairy tale. I know at this time you guarantee to be in heaven, you know, it's just like this, it's just unbelievable that there's this option and you can be wherever you want in this world and just plug into this current, and it's just luxury. I find.
Yeah,
So I thank everybody and I thank you. And now I would just like to sit a little bit.
with pleasure. Yeah, it's beautiful to recognize that, because that's recognizing what's truly valuable, in my view.
Yeah. Such a joy. I just want to describe something. It's like I had this feeling now that like a rocket, I went out of this matrix because like I'm here in a certain context of people, the way they think, and I'm like embedded in it and part of it. And it's like you go out of it and then you sort of come down, ooh, like when you know the people who jump from the airplanes with a slowly down. And then you come in this field of not understanding and not needing to understand, and just amazing. It's so beautiful, actually. So thank you so much.
Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
Hmm. A little excitement starts to happen.
So simple in a way,
Yeah,
and so profound at the same time. Just
yeah, it's amazing. Huh?
Hmm.
And it's even so amazing because at the moment there's a virus running through my system and there's fever and I have workmen here in house and everywhere it's dust. And Martha just went this morning to New York. So there's so much going on. Huh?
Mhm.
And then still what you say actually, the interest of the moment. Just the interest of the moment. And how
And I
often
love
we
and that meeting the moment of the beloved. Just,
yeah, as the beloved. Yeah, as the beloved. That is all, huh? That's just
so
all. That's just all. Over and over again and over and over again. I need to hear you speaking it. And it is so beautiful when that happens again and again and again. Hmm.
thank you.
Thank you.
Clearly.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi. This energy of life. Can you describe what's on your screen?
There is fear. Because yesterday I had a big release, like a contraction. I had a kind of a nightmare, but it felt real. And then I woke up with all kinds of thoughts, and I was lucky I was with a friend who could hold the space for me, Evangelia. And tonight I had a nightmare again, another one, but they feel different than the regular ones. And I'm scared that if there's no one to hold the space for me, I will get caught in it really bad.
So that's the thought, right? But you don't know that.
Yeah, true. But saying it out loud, it's calming
beautiful
down.
to see. Yeah, and just to see it's a thought. It's okay. It's trying to help you in some way, but it doesn't. Yeah, that's all. Coming to this moment, yeah. How's it now?
Let's go. Thank you.
Oh, Marina.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Marina.
Sitting because this mind's been extra crazy lately. So much going on. Yeah.
In this moment.
Not too much right now, no.
Not too much. Right? And it's fine when there's not too much going on. Huh?
Yeah. It's this needing to fix and organize, and I'm looking for a place to live, you know, anyway.
Well, it's okay, I
There's
understand.
been a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Sorry.
You're welcome to take it if it's important.
The one thing about it being the mind, the busyness being louder than usual, it's almost at times been on the verge of madness, like it's like, wow, it's so obvious. It becomes really obvious,
Mm. Mm.
trying to fix and help. And oh my God.
Yeah. Somehow it wants to help. It doesn't.
It doesn't do any of it. Doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just sit and rest with you for a little bit.
Yeah, pleasure.
There was a lot of sensations in the abdomen of this holding.
Just if you notice, you see that sensations are always changing. It's like really we can't hold on to any sensation. At some point it just goes out of our grasp here.
I feel some energy coming into my face.
And a smile. Yeah, so,
Thank you, Isaac.
thank you. Ah, Leilani. Hi.
Hello, stranger.
Hey, you.
Lovely to be back.
Oh, beautiful. You're looking well. Like, yeah, your sister. Yeah.
Isaac, I've just had the best 18 months of health
Oh,
for
fantastic.
many years. But a month ago, I went to Darwin for 2 months and had the most fantastic time. It was wonderful. Came back feeling fantastic. And just a domino effect of around me. So for the last month, it's just been a pressure cooker of challenges. And out of the blue, on Thursday, well, first of all, go back a step. I had my regular bloods for my specialists and with no concern. And then I get a call 8 o'clock at night from immunology saying, we want you in emergency immediately.
Mhm.
And I just was shocked. And they said your kidney readings are so bad, your potassium, that you could have a heart attack. So we want you there now. And I couldn't find anyone to go with me. So I got myself together and off I went. And they treated me, you know, usually when I'm half dead in emergency, they leave me waiting for 7 hours. And this time I go in there bouncing and they put me straight through like I was about to die. And yeah, gave me immediate treatment. 4 hours later, after all these, you know, ECGs and blood tests and lots of things happening, they sent me home and said, you must have more bloods first thing in the morning. Anyway, the next day, the head of immunology rings me saying that what's happening is one of my autoimmune illnesses is flaring. And so I'm back on horrendous drugs and I'm going to look like Humpty Dumpty again soon. But the difference is,
yeah,
I'm laughing about it and I'm just wanting to rest with you and just let it all be what it is, you know. Yeah.
we can do nothing about it, you know. It's just like it has its own trajectory. It just does its thing, you know.
Does its thing out of the blue.
Out of nowhere. Yeah. Nice to hear the laugh and nice to feel you and see you.
Yeah, same. Feel the chakras being activated or something.
Which is healthy, you know. It's just life energy moving through. We've been through a shock, and you know, so.
And a lot of challenges and dramas happening, you know, that, yeah. But it's sounding like a lot of people are in the same boat right now.
Yeah, intense times, yeah. I guess it's always is, but yeah. A lot happening on the world stage, I guess there always is, but it's back wow, it's just amazing to be watching this whole movie unfold itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I find it can be overwhelming. So that overwhelm brings,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
back to this.
Yeah, it's like we live in a world where we have so much information at this point. I guess it's 100 years ago, you kind of hanging out on the farm somewhere and watching the weather and planting crops, and you knew a few neighbors. And
The heart is opening. So beautiful.
how lovely. How beautiful. Lovely. Sweetness. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac. Lovely to sit with you again.
Looks good.
Mm.
Yeah. And wishing you well. I mean, what I know is that when we just resting and love is flowing, that's actually the most healthy thing for anything. And whatever happens, then happens. It's not much we can do about it.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Eva. Hi, Eva. I think you're still muted.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No.
I hear you. Anything you'd like to speak, you're welcome.
Just, yeah, just gratitude. Yeah. Thank
Good. Thanks very much. Thank you. Shubha.
Namaskar, Isaac.
Namaskar, Shubha.
Long time no see.
Yes, tonight is the night. A few people I haven't seen in ages are showing up. It's beautiful.
It's the work, I guess, and the schedule of work. And the timing of the meeting is the same. So the teaching is still in the heart always.
Yes. Boundaries are starting to disappear. Slowly.
There is a lot of resistance.
Yeah, but it's melting. I mean, in my feeling anyway, when we said that, yeah, it's just, you know, that whatever that resistance is, it's nothing you're doing. It's just old information, so to speak. And it's beautiful that it's coming into view.
It's bubbling up.
Doesn't stand a chance.
I'd like to thank you for exposing all this.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love, peace, beauty. Pressure.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Brescia.
I have to lie down again. But love, peace, and beauty really pulled me to raise my hand. I'd like to rest it too. Ah, mm, 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 mm. Oh, such an overflow. Oh, yeah, and it's this resting, it when there's really awareness of the transience of the body, transition of the body. It's getting more and more clear. But it has amazing gifts also, really, to enjoy the moment. With love, peace, and beauty. Wow. Wow. Yeah. And I had to remember the story you told, something Punjabi said it is when you have to wait on the airport, do you start to change the transition room or something? Wow. Oh. So much gratefulness to you, Isaac and Lord.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Antje.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Antje. Mm. Excellent. Yeah. Ah, Philippe.
Hi there, Isaac. You hear me
Hi,
okay?
Philippe. Yes, perfect.
Yes, you can. Great. I'd just like to expose myself for an interaction.
Welcome.
It's always many little reminders towards yogic truths that eventually work their way in. And there was a lot of resistance earlier today, just like, as in just at the start of this. And I'm hearing all these people with much greater difficulties than I, and feeling that separation, but still like feeling the strength of the ego is very, very strong. Little by little, sensations change.
You know, it's like resistance happens. We can recognize that it happens. The question is, where does it come from and who's doing it? If it was up to you, would there be a resistance there? Clearly not, right?
No. But it feels like
so
it.
Of course, that resistance is what is identification. It is the resistance itself is identification, which produces the feeling of me. So of course it feels very personal, but it's not. If you look at it, if it's up to you, would that resistance be there?
No.
No. So clearly it's happening by itself. You're not doing it.
Am I?
So then, so if you notice that, resistance is happening. Nobody's doing it. It's just happening. Based on what? Based on what? Old information, conditioning, trauma. We don't know where it comes from. But really and truly, you know, like there's this idea that there's a me there, that's the doer.
No.
But then you look a little deeper, you see that sense of me. What is it actually?
No, it's just energy.
Just energy. It's not, there's no body there, really.
It's stronger.
From the perspective of that, there's a me, it feels like the me can do something. That sense of me disappears every night when we go to deep sleep. There's the capacity to notice, to observe, And now, just check and see if there's an observer. You're aware of the activity of observing.
Which one are we talking about?
So there's a capacity to observe, yeah? So that activity goes on, that observing.
Yes. Ah, yes, the picking out of things in the frame.
Yeah, noticing, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just see if you can find an observer. So just for a moment, entertaining that inquiry. Where's the observer? Just looking in your own experience, nothing you've read or heard. Where's the observer? Just right now. You can find the observing, the activity of observing. Let's see if you can find the observing. Does the observer exist independent of that activity? If that activity stops for a second, what's left?
Just condensing. Right. What?
Presence. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that observing, here's another question. Do we really know what's going on? Do we actually know what's going on? We don't have a damn clue. But the observing feeds that idea that we know what's going on.
It's very strong in me. Like there's a lot of science and yogic accumulations and things.
But now doesn't matter. Now we just looking and seeing. Okay, there's that activity of observing, which has been valued and worshipped, or valued, or however you want to call it. We just, what would it be like for a split second without any observing? What would be here? In the deep resting, in that little gap.
Oh shit. Oh. Sorry for the language.
No problem.
There are words to answer your question, but they're from the past. Like previous definitions of what's going on.
You know, this moment is perceived through the senses. So this moment is a sensation to us.
Mm.
And as a sensation, usually the sensations get interpreted through our conditioning and through our trauma. And then we end up with a perception. And that interpretation is so habitual. We're so used to it. We don't even notice that it's going on. We think that our perception is reality, but it's a waking dream, usually a waking nightmare. So in the sensation of this moment, can you tell where one sensation ends and another sensation begins?
Some are stronger than others, but
yeah, but you can't tell where one ends, where one begins and another one ends. It's not possible.
No, it's like the crickets are the same as my stomach, which is the same as my head. Yeah.
It's just all here, one huge sensation without the interpreting, which is conditioned. There's just here, there's just this, and you can't really tell you, we don't know what's going on, and we never have. Good, bad, right, wrong, all of that stuff is, we don't have a clue.
But the one that thinks it's me is constantly trying to have a clue.
Yes, but this, yeah, I mean, that's, in Buddhism, they say that's one of the main hindrances is wanting to know, when we can't. It's not a problem to want to try to want to know, but just to recognize we don't. You don't know what's going on with your body. You don't know what's going on. I mean, you can watch 20 different news broadcasts and you still don't have a clue what's going on. Everybody's, I mean, and that's just, you know, the universe is galaxy upon galaxy upon galaxies. I mean, geez. How can we possibly know what's going on?
It's like it wasn't meant to be defined.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's fine, you know, there's some practical aspects to defining, like, you know, when you want to go to the toilet, it's kind of nice to be able to
to explain it, yeah.
Yeah. Not pee in the fridge or whatever.
Yeah.
But, so it's got some practicalness to it. You know, it's like it's okay to be in awe, in wonder, you know, just this moment, yeah, no, receiving this moment as the beloved. You know, it's like this moment is as God as it gets. Doesn't get more God than this. It's like, you know, it's like then our thinking comes in and wants something different.
It's funny, this interaction, I'm able to see a deeper layer of thoughts that narrates, and I'm able to also just to let them go.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we don't have to engage. You can just watch. It's the habit. And who knows how many generations it comes from. But it doesn't actually, in this moment, it's pretty naked. We don't need to know anything. We just hear. We can't know what's going on, actually. So we can relax, we can rest. The heart knows how to pump, the lungs know how to breathe. Somehow the earth knows how to, you know, it's unbelievable. It spins around and it seems to do its thing, you know. It's like here we are on a rock that's hurtling through space with no brakes and no steering wheel, and something wants to know what's going on. It's crazy.
And pain comes from that desire to measure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's a lot of energy. Really, it doesn't bring peace.
No.
Peace is just there.
But it's like we take this whole thing and we squeeze it into.
And the question is, who does that? Who does that? We can notice it happening. It's the same thing as the heartbeats. Who's beating the heart? Life is doing its thing. Yeah?
And yet, I chose to wave my hand to speak to you.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
Where does that thought come from?
Well, somewhere I'm here, somewhere.
But how did that thought come at that exact moment? How did that happen? You think you did it? Somehow it happened.
Yeah. No, it's definitely automatic yet.
Yeah. Yet there's an illusion of a doer.
It comes with weight. It comes with like energetic, like I want to be like.
I understand. Yeah.
It's very
all that we're doing, we're not trying to change that or fix it. We're just going, okay, what is that? How the hell does it happen? We go to sleep at night and we leave everything. All our troubles, all our plans, all our ideas. We love it. In the morning, sometimes, whenever we wake up, I don't know, maybe in Europe you wake up in midday, I don't know, whatever the habit is. But so then waking up happens, and maybe there's a few moments where the senses are just active and we see and hear and smell, and then an activity starts up. Where am I? What's going on today? What do I have to do? Whom am I upset with? What, like all that. And that activity, it's so habitual. And a lot of times it's tied to a sense of, if that activity doesn't happen, we'll die. So that activity has an existential quality. So it immediately goes over into stress. But without that activity, what's here? beyond that activity, just now, and it's your own knowing, not anything you've read. Beyond the noticing, beyond the observing, just in the deep resting.
For now, with your support and this interaction, it is seen there is the frame is much larger.
Yeah.
There's a thought that has appeared many times, and I feel like probably should expose it. It's to do with my background as a brahmachari and this sort of pressure that was big in me or in my ashram to like live like this. And it was very much put into us that we are the ones, like almost as if we had, like we were responsible for our own lack of yoga. Like we were the ones who were feeding the false. We were.
What a lot of crap.
It's very strong. It's in there.
It's nothing. It's nothing. You just look at it, you see it's crap. That's it. If you see something's crap, you use it for compost, you know, or you use it in the garden. You don't have to hold on to it.
I didn't really believe it.
You know, first of all, brahmacharya didn't used to be not having sex. It just used to be holding your seed. It had nothing to do with not having sex. But the simple fact is, who you are, you already are. You're never going to become more you. Any attempt to get anywhere, what does that do?
Creates time.
Creates time, creates stress, creates your mind then, or your thought is telling you that you're not there yet. Creates a search, creates a seeker. But that recognition that who you are, you already are. That all that activity, all that effort is good for one thing only. It's exhausting. At some point you'll get exhausted. That's what it's good for. It won't bring you anything. Anything that you gain can be lost. You have to find something that cannot be gained. That's already here, always here. Oops. Okay, well, that's the end of our time together. And he disappeared, just like that. Poof. Bas, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you guys for being here. Love, peace, pity. Ciao.